Hello students, let us continue with the topic compound interest. In this video, we are going to discuss how to find compound interest without using formula. So let us discuss our today's topic. Students, as a topic for the day is compound interest without using formula. Here, without using formula means that we are not going to use the direct formula of amount, but instead we are going to solve our sums in parts, and for solving those parts we are going to use the formula of simple interest, and the formula of simple interest is P into R into T upon 100. And for calculating amount, we are going to use the formula as amount is equal to P plus SI. And for calculating compound interest, we are going to use the formula as final amount minus original principal. That is A minus P. Students, remember one thing. Now suppose you are given the time period as 3 years. Now as the time is 3 years, now you are going to solve your sum in 3 parts, and in all those parts you are going to take the value of time as 1 year. Let us take one more example. Now if the time is given as 2 years, so we are going to solve a sum in 2 parts, and in both the parts we are going to take the value of time as 1 year. Now students, how we get to know that whether we have to solve our sum with formula or without formula? Students, if in the question only it is mentioned that solve without using formula, or the question is in parts, then we are not going to solve our sum using formula. Instead, we will be solving our sum without using formula. Now, let us discuss some examples for the better understanding of this concept. The first example is a man invests rupees 46,875 at 4% per annum compound interest for 3 years. Calculate the interest for the first year. Number second, the amount standing to his credit at the end of the second year. Number third, the interest for the third year. Now students, let us find out what is given to us in this sum. 46,875, that is principal. 4% per annum, that is the rate percent or the R. For 3 years, that is the time period. Students, as this sum is in parts, so we are going to solve our sum in parts only. That is, we are not going to use the direct formula of amount, but instead we are going to solve this sum without using the formula of amount. Now we are given the time period as 3 years, so we are going to solve our sum in 3 parts. So let us discuss how we are going to solve this sum. Now for the first year, the value of P is rupees 46,875. R is equal to 4% per annum. Time is equal to 1 year. Now, as already discussed, we are going to use the formula of SI. That is, SI is equal to P into R into T upon 100. Now, we are going to substitute the values of principal, rate and time. So, on substituting, we get SI is equal to 46,875 into 4 into 1 upon 100. On solving this, we get the value of SI as rupees 1875. Now after this, we are going to calculate the value of amount. And as already discussed, we are going to use the formula of amount as P plus SI. Now we are going to substitute the values of principal and SI. So on substituting, we get amount is equal to 46,875 plus 1,875. So we get the value of amount as rupees 48,750. Now students, for solving this second part, we are going to take the amount of the first part or the first year as the principal of the second part or the second year. This is what you need to remember. The amount of the previous year will become the principal for the next year. So now as we have got the value of amount for the first year as 48,750, now this value of amount will become the principal for the second year. Now for second year, the value of principal is rupees 48,750. R is equal to 4% per annum, and again the value of time will be 1 year. Now we are going to again apply the formula of SI, that is P into R into T upon 100, and we are going to substitute the values of P, R and T. So on substituting, we get 48,750 into 4 into 1 upon 100. So this 0 and 0 will get cancelled, and on solving, we get the value of SI as rupees 1,950. Now after SI, the next step is that we need to calculate the value of amount, that is P plus SI. So on substituting the values of P and SI, we get 48,750 plus 1,950. So we get the value of amount as rupees 50,700. Now this amount of second year will become the principal for the third year. Now for third year, the principal is rupees 50,700. R is equal to 4% per annum. Time is equal to 1 year. And SI is equal to P into R into T upon 100. On substituting the values of P, R and T, we get 50,700 into 4 into 1 upon 100. So these two zeros will get cancelled with these two zeros. So on multiplying 507 and 4, we get the value of SI as rupees 2,028. Now students, we need to remember one thing now, as we have got our question in parts. So in the same way, we are going to write down our answer in parts only. The first part was that we need to calculate the interest for the first year. So we have written the interest for the first year, that is the SI that we got from the first year, that is rupees 1,875. Now the second part was amount at the end of the second year. So we are going to write down here the answer of amount that we got on solving for the second year, that is rupees 50,700. And the last part was the interest for the third year, and in the third year we got the answer of interest as rupees 2,028. So students, we just need to remember that if the sum is in parts,